Justin Martyr. Justin Martyr was one of the first Christian apologists after the biblical period. He lived from 100 to 165 AD, according to online sources like Wikipedia, for example. He was martyred for his faith, which is why we now refer to him as Justin Martyr. He wasn't born with that last name. His major apologetic works are still available to us today. They are the First Apology, the Second Apology, and the Dialogue with Trypho, a Jew. Each of these are available for reading, free of charge, from the excellent and massive website www.ccel.org. ccel.org. If you are unfamiliar with that website, you need to check it out. It's one of the best websites on the entire internet. I have myself read a portion of the First Apology. It has more of the flavor of "please don't torture and kill us" than the flavor of "here's why Christianity is true, so you should convert." It was addressed to the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, I think. Justin wanted to clarify misunderstandings the Romans had about Christianity, which in turn would hopefully lead to the stopping of the persecution of Christians by the Roman authorities. There were all sorts of rumors floating around in those days that Christians were cannibals and subversive to the government and so on. Excuse me. Also, in the First Apology, we find an underdeveloped doctrine of the Trinity. Perhaps Justin even crosses the line of later orthodoxy, and it, crosses over into the realm of the heretical. But he was writing prior to Nicaea and Chalcedon, when the doctrine of the Trinity was more fully and formally developed, so we should be more forgiving of him on this score than we should be of later writers. People speaking on the Godhead today, for example. Justin also puts a great emphasis on fulfilled prophecy in his First Apology. We know we can trust the Bible because it contains history written in advance, he there argued. Next, Justin viewed Christianity as the fulfillment of philosophy. The pre-Socratics had a piece of the truth. Plato did a much better job, particularly Plato as he was understood by Plotinus and the followers of Plotinus. But even there the view was inadequate. Only in Christ do we find the full story. Still, Plato had enough of the truth to qualify as a Christian, according to Justin Martyr. The last thing I would like to mention about his apologetic is the centrality of Logos thinking in his argumentation. There were different versions of Logos thinking within Hellenistic philosophy. One proponent of Logos thinking was Philo of Alexandria. He was Jewish, not a Christian philosopher, but many of the patristic apologists for Christianity used his philosophy in one way or another. Logos was more or less the personification of reason, and Justin, along with the Gospel of John, identifies personified reason with Jesus Christ. John chapter 1 verse 1, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." And in Greek the word "word" is logos. So logos is the Greek term for word, W-O-R-D. Thank you. Shalom.